Global happenings today. We communicate. We analyze global news.
Hello beautiful people, welcome back to our channel. Some few days ago, apparently we called to the former governor of Rivers State and the present FCT minister, of course, during his press conference, talked a lot about a lot of things, Rivers State, Fubara, and even Deji Adeyanju, but he didn't forget also not to mention Ikenga. And what he said, of course, a lot of persons talked about, a lot of people reacted. Well, Ikenga have decided to speak. All this while Ikenga have been silent about that matter. You're going to get to hear the video as well, but let's give you a highlight of what went down. Before we go to newspaper, kindly subscribe to our channel. My colleague is also in the house. And the federal lawmaker Ikenga Ugochinyere has responded to the comments made by FCT Minister Wike about him. Now, in the video which you're going to see in a moment, Ugochinyere said that Wike referred to him as a crab during a live television appearance. He said he would not stoop to the level of exchanging insult with Wike because he was well raised by his father. Ugochinyere alleged that Wike is working with APC and he is deliberately undermining the PDP stability and leadership. He urged stakeholders of the PDP to focus on resolving critical issues rather than being distracted by personal conflicts. In Ugochinyere words, he said, well, Wike was live on TV, Channels TV. I saw where he called me a crab. I saw the other day he said he doesn't know me. I saw the other day too he said he knows me. So every time he has one thing or the other to say. But I cannot go down to that level to start saying all those things because my father raised me very well. Let me allow you watch the video and hear for yourself what he's got to say about Wike and the situation on ground. And I will come back with my colleague to deliberate.
I don't have the same line of business with him, and I don't have the same kind of ambition with him. So I don't have any issue that warrants me to have any personal issue. He's the one that, of course, he was on your station the other time. He was live on your station. I saw where he called me a crab, a shaker or something. I saw the other day he said he doesn't know me. I saw the other day he said he knows me. So each time he says he has one thing or the other to say, but I cannot go down to that level to start saying all those things because my father raised me very well on these issues. But let's remain on the issues. The most important thing is that the way PDP is going, which you can attest to, and the role he's playing in staying in APC, doing APC work, and insisting on ensuring that the leadership of the party must remain, even though they have no legal status to remain in office, all points to the fact that he just wants to destroy PDP. It's not like it's the problem of PDP. The people I blame is some of the governors of PDP and some of PDP leaders who have not been able to be man enough to stand up to stop this child. It's kindergarten politics. It's children's play to stop it, because I don't understand why you have a national chairman of a party and a national secretary of a party who seems to be in bed with the ruling government, and people seem to be comfortable with that and are filing cases in court to keep themselves in office. And then the man you mentioned is them, and his G5 people will tell you that they're working for APC while at the same time still struggling for control of PDP with us. Do you think that is decent? Is that how democracy was built in Nigeria? If Azikiwe them and Awolowo them were alive, we saw people who are running around like clowns now be running in midst of conversation. If Awolowo them were alive, so this standard is low. I don't know where they're learning from. As a student of history, it's disgusting. It makes me feel like I want to throw. Because what are we struggling over in PDP? What are we fighting over in PDP? That the almighty PDP that once had 32 states have been reduced to something that that people are playing with and struggling. I'm in another party, I'm working for another party, but I'm telling you that this party, I must control it, and leaders of the party are treating it with kids. Some governors, because they have been offered one thing or the other, or maybe they have been told that if you follow them to sabotage PDP, you choose your successor, you win your re-election, and you cannot boldly stand up to say stop this nonsense, stop this madness, and let the right Nigerians, your democratic principle have been re-established, and it's not yet victory because those anti-democratic forces are still knocking around the corner. Is it that one moment they want election not to hold at all, or they want allocation of a state to be seized to throw the state into a state of economic crisis, or they want those who are no longer lawmakers who have decamped, and I saw them on your TV station the day they were decamping, to be restated so that they can make an attempt to illegally attempt to beat your governor. So it's not yet Uhuru, because there are people whose heart does not like stability. They like.
All right, welcome back. My colleague is in the house. You heard what Honorable Ikenga said. The Honorable representing Idiato in Imo State. He's literally talked about, he touched a lot of things. What's your take on this?
Well, what we heard him say there was just to, let Wike understand that he is not at the same level with him. First of all, you talk about the issue of Wike calling him names and that he had gotten a far better training from his parents. As such, he cannot begin to trade words with Wike, and which is absolutely true. At a point in one's life, you should be more specific. You should be more issue specific, than beginning to call people's name, beginning to say this person looks like this. And that's for children. Because if you've gone through life, you should get to a point whereby shouldn't be a subject of consideration, being that that person is not the one that created himself and all of that. So calling people's name is child's play for me. That is, child's play. And apart from that, these are leaders. A lot of people are queuing behind them. Their mentees are listening and they are learning. Global standard or global best practice. Nobody will accept that. Calling people name and trading words with people unnecessarily, especially on things that does not really matter. There are key issues that needs to be dealt with. You take a position, the other person takes a position, and you guys start dealing with it. And on the issue of PDP, I must say that PDP is not going anywhere. Let's just tell ourselves the truth, because most people have been playing games with it and all of that. PDP, as far as Nigeria is concerned, if PDP continue in this light, PDP is not going anywhere in politics in Nigeria. I think a time will come that they may be relegated to the background, and possibly they need to break the party and form a far better party than what it is right now. Because already we've seen that even the acting national chairman does not want to vacate the seat. He had called all other, state chairmen. I don't know what they discussed, but by the time they came out, they all stood by him. But then, before you start standing by someone, look at his antecedent, look at his tenure. Thus far, October, he took over office till date. Has he been able to even sustain one of the off-season election that took place? PDP was the existing party in Edo State. Was he able to sustain it?
No.
He couldn't, you understand? So what will make any rational person who is anticipating success in the nearest future to bring such a failure to continue, paddling the boat? It's heading nowhere. It's not something that it's not the issue of you're tribalized or something. This is a case of performance review. Thus far, we've not seen you do anything tangible, which means, number one, you have not been able to put the party together. Number two, you've not been able to win members or win the heart of people together. Imagine in Edo State, he didn't even feature much. This other election, Ondo just took place. They beat them hands down. So you call yourself acting party chairman, and you can't even point at one success. There are issues in PDP right now, and you've not been able to solve it. You've not been able to take a stand and say, we shouldn't go this way. We are trying to mold this party and all of that. You can't even make any reasonable statement. You set up one, what do they call it, reconciliation committee. Up till now, how many people have they been able to reconcile? How many people? Absolutely. So for me, he's just there temporarily to make sure that PDP is totally out. Because that's what I'm saying. It's very glaring. Even if you're a PDP member or you're not a PDP member, it's glaring. Very soon we are going to see one party system in this country. Unfortunately, someone accused him, I think the former publicity secretary accused him of having a meeting with Bola Tinubu. And that accusation has been hanging. He has not said anything about it. And unfortunately, the way the PDP is playing, it points to that direction. There's something about, there's some element of truth in what that former publicity secretary said. So all of this must be put into consideration if PDP wants to become the party that Nigerians will have to look up to in 2027. 2027 is a very critical year in the sense that the current party is not performing. We shouldn't lie to ourselves. Bola Tinubu came in from 600 and something naira per dollar. It grew to about almost going to 1,800. You understand? And look at the rate of economic depression Nigerians are going through. Things are not working well. So any reasonable party should be well positioned in terms of unity, in terms of togetherness, to rescue the country from APC. But unfortunately, that's not what is going on. Instead, you see them playing game now. Next meeting was supposed to hold on the 28th of November. Unfortunately, it has been postponed indefinitely. By who? Why? Because he had started hearing from the key stakeholder, from BOT, from former key stakeholders of the party, that his own appointment will be looked into. He has decided to postpone it indefinitely. Now, if they continue like this, in what way are they going to solve the problem? So that by the time the thing shatter in front of everybody, he will just dump it there and go his way, making money into his pocket. These are not the kind of people that you bring into the boat, because they will make sure that crocodile eats everybody. So right now, the focus should be, what are we going to do as stakeholders? Keep him aside. Think of 2027. Let it not be by the time it's 2026, litigation will be everywhere. When litigations are everywhere, that's when everybody will start positioning themselves and all of that. It makes no sense. That's the same thing that is happening in Labour Party. You've already heard that Alex Otti is thinking of taking position somewhere else, because it's glaring that these guys are going to trade us for anything. You understand? So when you are in that kind of area, if you are anticipating a great future for yourself, or you're thinking of getting power from the current administration, you should put the right people at the helms of affairs.
All right, that's good. Wrap it up. Let's meet in our comment section. What's your take? Do have a nice